Okay, everybody, this is Bob again, and the year was 1988, and I heard that there was a Batman movie being made, and I caught Batman fever like everybody else did, even though to this day I maintain that 1989's Batman is one of the worst movies ever made. Every time a new piece of information came out about that movie, I was like, this is horrible. It's like everything that would be on the list of what not to do is what they chose to move forward with, which I always thought was hilarious. But I will do a video on that in the future because I really have a lot to say about that movie. I always have. It was one of the biggest disappointments in my life. But, you know, I wanted to go out and I wanted to read Batman stories. I wanted to like do prep work or whatever for going to see this movie. I was already, you know, into comic books. I had read a Batman comic before, but we're talking about old, you know, 50s and 60s stuff. I grew up watching the Adam West Batman. So then when I see something like this in the store and I'm like, wait a minute, like Robin gets killed. I bought it. So this was my first like official Batman purchase, was a Batman Death in the Family. Now this is a newer version. This is not the one that I had originally. Okay. This one has some extra stuff in it. Like it shows you like if Robin had lived. There's some other stories that go along with this that weren't in the original version that I had, which were just the four main issues of this leading up to Robin's death. But I remember getting this out. First of all, like Jim Aparo's artwork in this, I love it. I don't see a lot of people talk about Jim Aparo and his artwork. I love his Batman. I love the Robin. I love all of the artwork here. But I will say this was just, when you look at it, and I guess I didn't think about it before, but like this is just a weird book, like the places that it takes you and the things that it like I don't know, assumes and everything. It's just weird, like with the Joker becoming like a member of the United Nations here, right? Being the representative for I'm not even sure what he was. It's been a little while since I've read it. But it was just, I don't know, it was so wild, like when he comes out of the limo and they're just like, what the hell are we looking at here? Oh yeah, here we go. Because this is where Batman's like punches Superman for talking to him about, you know, how he can't do certain things or whatever. And then here we go, right? So he's the Iranian ambassador to the UN. Now, while I said that, you know, Jim Aparo's artwork is stunning throughout this. Like, I love it. This is like an amazing splash page here. We have Mike Mignola doing the covers to these books. And in all honesty, God, I loved them. I thought I would have bought these books, you know, if he did all of the artwork in them. I love the covers. Do we have something that shows, yeah, like here we go. I love this Batman. This looks like a Dark Knight Returns Batman here, right? I can feel the pain in Batman here from the facial expression and everything, right? It's, you know, it's amazing, right? So here we have, this is another cover here of Robin, you know, being, you know, beaten by the Joker. I don't know. I just loved the artwork. I wonder if I can find the other cover here. But yeah, so I don't know. There was something about it. I remember looking at those covers in the original version of this that I had gotten, and just like I just stared at them because I was like, man, that's awesome. And then I wouldn't see like Mike Mignola again until he did that issue of X-Force, right? And then you know, I thought the artwork was okay, but I remember as kids I used to make fun of it because he had this like, I don't know, square blocky type of artwork or whatever, and it wasn't what we were used to at the time. But you know, this book will always stand out to me, and I read it like once a year. I'll go back and check stuff out. And they, you know, it's a good book. I like it. But again, some of the things are weird. The way it's, you know, I don't know. Just the way they have the Joker doing certain things with Iran and, you know, I don't know. It was just wild for the time. You know, it's a product of its time and everything. But the, you know, again, the artwork is just amazing. Yeah, so I had liked this because the second book that I ever got was The Dark Knight Returns. So I had read this, and then I had read The Dark Knight Returns, which is wild because I had to actually get my mother to go into the comic store and buy it for me because you had to be 18 years old to purchase it. And she never questioned it. She was like, it's a comic book. What could possibly be in it? And then I read that. And then that is what I think ruined the 1989 Batman movie for me, because I'm like, this is, you know, this is amazing, this book here, right? It's still to this day one of my favorite books of all time, and like Frank Miller's best book ever. And, you know, and then the movie comes out like the way it does, and it's just like, oof. There was like I don't know, so little understanding on everybody's part of what Batman is or was or whatever. And, you know, I love Michael Keaton, don't get me wrong. Jack Nicholson is he was the worst Joker until Joaquin Phoenix. So you can go ahead and yell at me in the comments all you want, but that Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, I'm not even talking about the sequel, I'm talking about the first one, was one of the worst movies I ever saw. I hated every second of it. I'll never understand the fascination with it. Yeah. But people give Jared Leto a lot of shit, but he is nowhere near as bad as Jack Nicholson or Joaquin Phoenix, okay? I know Jack Nicholson loved doing that role or whatever. It's just, no matter how much I watch it, he was never the Joker. It just never worked for me. But anyway, so that was Batman Death in the Family. I'll rant about the movie in a different video. But I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please hit like. If you want to see more videos like it, hit subscribe. My name is Bob, and I'm a comic artist. I'm currently working on my comic Ghost Girl. So hitting like on this video will help my channel grow, and I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.